Hi everyone, I hope you guys are enjoying your day. I know it's been a little while. Today here in Texas, our weather is rainy, nice and nippy, and I am loving it. It's the fall, and of course it's time for the setting of Thanksgiving and all the good things that come with it. But I've missed you guys, and along with missing you guys, we've also missed Julie. So if you don't remember her, just go back to the videos and you'll see her. She's been gone for about 8 months. So glad when she called and we made an appointment for her. She's been busy working. She's been using our 12% wash, our BHA, AHA, and then our moisturizer. And of course we got her on a topical. And so she's doing great. I could see a difference on her skin. And I don't know if we have a picture of when she first started, but maybe we could do a comparison. But I'm really happy to see her. How are you doing, Julie?
I'm good.
Awesome.
I'm really good.
It's so good to see you, really is. So we're going to go ahead and work with some of those blackheads that are on her forehead. They're tiny. You know, the great thing about the wash is that it is a gentle but very thorough exfoliator. And so what it does is that it starts to break down the oils on the skin. And what it does is that it changes, like I said, the texture. And I love it because I could see, do you see the smoothness of it? And so it makes a nice difference, and it helps to release those blackheads more efficiently. I hope everyone is enjoying their the weather where they're at. Okay, here we go. Remember, once that Q-tip is soiled, you want to change it because you don't want it to kind of slide. So we're going to go ahead and change it. And these are itty bitty tiny ones, and I'm stretching that skin really taut, going at that base. And keep stretching. How are you doing? Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So she's got a little bit of, you know, inflammatory condition with her acne. And as you can see, small papules and I'll go through this area. Okay, there we go. We're going to stretch. Go. If you remember her, she had a lot of breakout, and you know, I always encourage people, if they can't get into see a clinical skincare practitioner for whatever reason, maybe in their town they don't have one that does extractions, then just get on a good cleansing skincare regimen. I recommend mine, but you know, whatever you feel like might work for you. But the reason why I came up with this system is because glycolic does really work to kill bacteria, and such a great exfoliator. So it helps to really decap the follicle and dry up those oils. I always say that this area is a very sensitive area. Do you feel like it? Yeah, it is. Okay, we're going to stretch. They're very little tiny blackheads, but you definitely want to clean them, because the blackheads, that all of that area, that bacteria, the oils, as it oxidizes, it stretches that pore, and you could see how, and you could see where the pore is. Now as she goes back and starts to wash, it'll smooth that out. But you don't, you know, once a pore is open, can't close it. So really, the key is to making sure we clear up that skin as quickly as possible, and clean out those blackheads. But it'll smooth out, definitely. Okay, and you could see right in here. I'm going to go gently. Is that a little bit painful there? No? Okay. Of course, it's a clogged pore. In those areas, like around the ear, behind the ear, oil settles, and of course you could build up And then what I'm doing is go ahead and cleaning that out. So you want to stretch really good. Go on that base. And make sure you get everything out. Again, stretch. Okay, there's another one right here. See it right there? Holding up okay? Okay, stretch. Stretch. Holding up okay, sweetie? Whenever you have acne, it's really important that you wash that area behind the ear, because it holds a lot of oils back here. So of course you can get some breakouts, so just kind of settles there. Again, stretch, and I'm gonna stretch it out first. Her beautiful earrings. Go at that base. Okay, so once you don't see any more like clear pus and you're starting to see a little bit of blood, then you pretty much know it's done, and kind of feel it, but it's swollen at this point. And I'll put something on there too. Usually what I do is I put a little bit of salicylic in that area, help dry it up, and she should do really good. So we'll check next time she comes in. What I'm doing at this time is I hadn't seen her in about 8 months. Wanted to kind of show you something. I just kind of put a little bit of pressure on there, and do you see it kind of turn color? What you don't want to do is, these are little nodules underneath that skin, and some of them are some little bit of cystic activity. So you really don't want to put any per se pressure yet. What I usually do is go back and treat that area, because you're going to get a PIH and you want to avoid that. So I stretch it more out, and if anything comes out, then I'll go for it. If it doesn't, I leave it alone. That's just my technique. Really try to avoid as much as possible creating any trauma on her skin. My goal is to have her nice and clear. Avoid as much as possible for her not to scar. So she was telling me that this area was giving her a little bit of a problem. And so we're gonna go ahead and extract the little blackheads, you know. So I'm taking my gloves and I'm kind of running my fingers through those areas. And if I feel that there's some blackheads, then I go in and extract it. Stretch this out a little bit. Again, if I don't feel like there's anything there, I just I don't want her to scar. And she is more susceptible to scarring. So I definitely want to be very careful. And I tell, I tell them not to do any extractions themselves, because you know they can scar their skin. And my sweet Julie is so beautiful inside and out, and we want to keep her that way, right, Julie? Okay, we're gonna stretch. This video is a little bit more educational in the sense that you're not going to see all these huge blackheads or anything like that, but I really want to be able to educate our audience in how to really manage this condition, because, our job is not to cut or go in there and create so much pressure that our patients will have secondary effects of either a post-inflammatory condition or scarring. We don't want that. So patience, it's a virtue. And so I think if we just manage it slowly but efficiently and effectively, they're going to be happy. Definitely, I'm going to be happy because at the end of the day, I know that I've done everything possible to manage their skin condition without them feeling bad about their skin. Okay, so one of the things you want to make sure is that they don't have problems with fever blisters. Because sometimes when you put too much pressure or create trauma in these areas, and they've had problems with the little bunny nose, they can, you know, if you cause too much pressure, they can get a fever blister. She says she doesn't have any problems with that, so I just wanted to make sure. I'm not even sure if the camera probably catches these itty bitty blackheads, but I'm gonna stretch. And her central, what we call central panel, she's got more of enlarged pores. So you definitely want to go in there and keep it nice and clean, so that way those pores start to minimize. Of course, the nose is a little sensitive. I'm very sensitive around my nose. So much so that when the girls do my skin and they go near the nose, I'm like, skip the nose. So, you're okay?
Yeah.
Okay. You're a brave warrior. Okay, I'm gonna go right underneath the brow a little bit here. So this is probably from either tweezing, maybe? Do you tweeze your brows?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So sometimes when you tweeze, just make sure when you tweeze your brows that you clean them really good, okay? You know, and because you get what's called it's called pseudofolliculitis, where that little hair follicle in that pore gets agitated, and then you would get a little pustule in that area, okay? And then right after, just clean it really good, okay? All right. So we're going to stretch. Now, Julie, tell us about what your career choice is going to be.
Well, I'm in cosmetology, but yeah.
But tell them what you like.
I'm focusing on doing like lashing right now, and later on I kind of want to do nails too, but I think I just want to focus on, you know, one thing at a time.
Yeah, no, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, when you go into cosmetology, there's so much they teach you a little bit of everything. And then you thought you liked one thing, and then you fall in love with another or whatever. So it's just like nursing. You know, you go in and then you realize, oh my goodness, this is awesome. And you end up changing, like say for instance, I had a friend that she wanted to do NICU, but she realized that she likes the ER. You know, so same way. Same thing. All right, I'm going to go here. I was telling Julie that I could never, when I took cosmetology, my business card should have read, you get your hair cut once, but not twice by me, because that was horrible. And then I couldn't do lashes or anything like that because I talk too much. And so I found my niche, and I really enjoy doing this. Okay, I'm going to turn you just a little bit this way. So I specialized in skincare, and once I got my license, then that's kind of where the route that I went. Okay, I'm going to go through here. I don't recommend doing a metal extractor on the nose. You can break the capillaries, so I don't recommend it. Again, that's just my personal opinion, but if you are going to use it, just be very gentle. Allergies are acting up. Okay, so I'm going to put a little pressure here. Here's a little bit deeper blackhead. Okay. Again, you're going to stretch. And you're going to go right at that base. And then you'll see it come up. Okay, stretch. Right on that base. And see it come up. Okay. Secret to it is really stretching it and going right at that base, okay? Go ahead and double check. Stretch. And it's really important that you go back and just double check it. Okay. So when we look at both sides of her skin, you could tell that she has more breakout here than she does here. So basically that tells me that, you know, when you sleep at night, that oil, your body goes through, and we've talked about this before, that nocturnal system, where your body goes in and throws out toxins through your pores. So what happens as she sleeps, she lays her head there on the pillowcase, and then it kind of accumulates. And so it's really important that you wash your pillowcase. I'm not saying you're not washing your pillowcase, okay? But that you change it, okay? I would say I always tell people, get yourself 7 pillowcases. Every night, change it. And that's gonna help. Use a, like fragrance-free Tide. Something that is fragrance-free to wash your clothes with, or, you know, just your pillowcases if you just want to do that. And then that way you don't have any problems with any allergies. Or fragrance can also stimulate it. Same thing with dryer sheets. Make sure that they're fragrance-free. And that's going to help a lot. Okay, I'm going to turn this way a little bit here. I'm going to go ahead and kind of feel back here. So it's in my room, it's lots of windows. So it's real gloomy outside because it's been raining. So I hope, even though I have my light on, you could see it a little better with us putting that light on there directly. Again, we're gonna kind of avoid those areas for now. I am gonna do a salicylic treatment on her. It'll help kill the bacteria and dry it up. Also, Mandelic is also really good for her. And stretch right on that base. And nothing on this side and this side, so you can definitely know that she sleeps on the other side because there's no buildup there. How are you holding out? Okay?
Yeah.
Oh. So after extractions, it's great to ice the skin. And then at home, whenever you get an inflammatory breakout, that means it's red, ice it. It'll bring it down, and you don't have to pick on it or anything like that. Just keep icing it. Put on your topicals. So there's times that you're doing extractions, right? And when you do extractions, of course, you have to put pressure on that skin. So when you put that pressure, it inflames and it closes that pore. But if you leave it, you go back to it, look what happens. The pore is released. You can go back and extract and get more out, okay? So just know that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and wash your skin. I'm gonna use a 20% glycolic wash. And we'll be right back. Okay, so I'm doing a salicylic 20%. I did a little test area on her. And I asked her from 1 to 10, 10 being severe, 5 being moderate, 1 being nothing. She said it was a 7, okay, which is pretty high. Usually, I don't like to put anything if it passes like a 5. So I encourage people not to do that, or say that esthetician. But I'm gonna go ahead and just go very lightly on her because I know that it'll work pretty good for her. So we're gonna put a fan, and then she didn't frost or anything like that. So frosting is where you get the little white specks on the skin, or the skin becomes then white. But she didn't get any of that. So let's go ahead and give it a try. All right, I'm gonna go lightly. Okay. And this is where she's getting a little bit more of a problem. Okay, where are you at? Still a 7?
Yeah. It's
okay.
like,
all right, we're gonna go ahead and put the fan on her. Okay, upper lip down for me. And this is a very, very light coat on her. So I'm going to fan her. It should start going down within like 3 minutes. Tell me, how's it feel?
It's better.
It's better?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, so the chin area, you could see there's a little bit of frosting. Do you see the white there? So that's basically the epidermis, the top layers of the skin starting. This is penetrating deeper. It's starting to penetrate. I am going to go ahead and you can see it here a little bit. And here it's not as much. So I am going to put something that'll calm that skin down for her. It's a gel by Ulta. It's a laser enzyme gel. And that helps to cool that skin down. Okay. Now, where are you at now? From 1 to 10?
Like a 3.
Like a 3. Okay, good. So we got it under 5. All right. So I am going to go ahead and put that gel. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put this on. When I feel her skin, it's hot, so I know it's working. How's this feel?
Cool.
Cool? Okay, good. That's what we want. You know I love you, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I want you to get good results. I'm not trying to beat you up or anything like that. All right. I will check up on you. And we'll see how you're doing, and then we'll schedule another treatment for you. Okay, you guys. So, yay, Julie's back. And it's been a little while. We're glad to see you. And then we'll do another follow-up with her. My main concern is that she's got some nodules through here. And we want to get rid of that. And then just keep cleaning up that skin. All of that's going to come up to the surface. Again, like I said, we don't, you just don't want to mess with those. You want to leave them, let them kind of resolve. And as you start doing acids like these, it'll help penetrate and get to the core of that area where all that activity is happening and resolve that problem for her so she doesn't scar. I love you guys more than words could say. You guys are amazing. Your support is unbelievable. I thank you for your patience always with me. And I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Take care. Like I said, know that I love you, but God loves you even more. Okay? We'll see you next time.